You have a story, and you want that story to be heard. Perhaps the newspapers or a specialist magazine will want to talk about it, or maybe the TV or radio. All good places to tell your story. But these days, your story should be online too. There are 1.5 billion people online, and it's usually the first place they go when they want information. They can access stories on internet sites directly, through RSS subscriptions or search engines, at home, at work, or on the move. Online, you'll find stories about any topic, being created or relayed rapidly by a variety of sources. The low cost of publishing online means that as well as journalists, these sources include publishers, aggregators, bloggers, and even consumers themselves. Together, they can take your story to a much wider audience. Journalists might use your story to create an article for editorial news sites viewed by mainstream or specialist readers. If your story is relevant and of sufficient quality, then selective publishers might distribute it to their niche audiences. Non-selective publishers and aggregators catalog information like online libraries so that people can find your story. Bloggers talk about topics that interest them, so they might include your story as they network with others and engage in a two-way dialogue with their community. Finally, your story may appear on user-generated content platforms such as YouTube and Wikipedia or forums, places where people share their creativity, knowledge and opinions with the global community at large. All these different creators, distributors and consumers are able to tell their stories through a variety of media, words, images, audio and video, and respond to stories being told by each other, bouncing ideas in many different directions and often in unpredictable ways. The audience is then able to share, comment and talk about these stories through the virtual word-of-mouth networks created by social bookmarking, networking and microblogging tools such as Delicious, Facebook and Twitter, or even by something as simple as just forwarding a web address. The influence of your story can then be measured easily. There are many low-cost ways you can do this in the online world, such as the coverage you achieve, visits to your website, or the number of people talking about it. And unlike traditional media, where your story is often told only once, online, the influence of your story will be multiplied, as it will be found through search engines long into the future. The online media, influencing people across the world, today, tomorrow, and forever.